Who said they farted? Charlie Brown, you nasty. I walked past these dudes when they passed me. One of them felt my booty. He was nasty. Charlie, you real nasty. I had to switch internet, y'all, from off of to the one that was dedicated to this room because I don't need y'all starting up. Happy Friday, y'all. I knew I wasn't going out tonight. And then we had our special guest last night for some reason or another. She this is my man, what he said. I'm finna cancel the show. For some reason, guys, our special guest last night didn't make it onto the line for whatever reason. And so because I got her money and Christmas time rolling around and I ain't want to give it back. I was like, and our schedule is packed full to the end of the year. I was like, well, I'll be in the house not doing nothing on Friday. We need to just go ahead and do a show and then she can come on um that particular day. I got a little wine. I took a little piece of edible because it's Friday, but y'all probably won't see any of the edible action because I took it about 20 minutes ago. It's probably not gonna kick in until it's time for me to get off. What y'all hoes doing tonight? So the girls, they at the grocery store, and she down there. Hey Ayana, I'm gonna bring you on at about 8:30, girl. Um, the girls at the grocery store right now, they coming over to my house because we don't feel like going out. Everybody said, what we doing tonight? What we doing tonight? The girls didn't feel like going out tonight. So um we said that we was just gonna come over to my house and cook. What time Beyonce come on? What time she come on? Cause if so, I might need to hang up on y'all ass. Please tell me she come on at 9. Cause if y'all say she come on at 8 or she come on at 8:30, then I'm gonna hang up the line and we just gonna have to do this tomorrow. Oh, she getting ready to come. Oh, she come on at 9:30. Oh, good. Oh, good. We got time. Somebody say what I'm cooking. We just doing a little 1-2 step. We just doing just some chicken wings and some hamburgers. We're just gonna do some chicken wings and hamburgers for the people real quick. Little tater salad, some French fries, nothing crazy, just a little small group gonna come over. But anyway, y'all, let's just get into it. We got our special guest tonight that's gonna come through and talk to the people. Let me see. I'm leaving it on regular mode. I'm not gonna. Ooh, let me make my money though. Let me make my money. Let me turn this monetization on. Let me make my money. Ain't no need of me sitting up here on Friday if I'm not gonna make no money. Um, and I want to do it like this. I want to do it like this. All right, guys. So let's just jump right on into things. Um, we don't have a political corner tonight. Um, outside of the fact that Beyonce is getting ready to do a concert. Or they say she about to come on. Um Lord. Bring Al Reynolds on someday. I called Al today and he didn't answer my call. He texted me and said, yeah, tell me when she gonna come on. Let me see if I could pull an ABC up on the side. Um, Never mind. I'm sure it'll be on the internet. Anyway, let me focus and give y'all what y'all came here for. Come on and come on and come on and get this honey. All right, y'all. So we got to start the show off with a little bit of sad news. I'm not particularly sad, and this is no shade because I'm not truly familiar with this person nor their art. I do know the name, but DJ Clark Kent, guys, has passed away. So we definitely got to send a special set of condolences to DJ Clark Kent. DJ Clark Kent is a producer and a DJ. In a statement shared by his family, DJ born Rodolfo A. Franklin passed away on Thursday evening after a 3-year battle with colon cancer at the age of 57. He was surrounded by his wife, daughter, and son. Kent began his career in the 80s as Dana Dane, the touring DJ. He's also known for producing Lil' Kim, Foxy Brown, and the late Notorious B.I.G. He played a pivotal role in Jay-Z's early career, producing Brooklyn's Finest and Cashmere Thoughts on the rapper's debut album, Reasonable Doubt. Oh, he's a big deal. DJ Clark Kent definitely is a big deal. All Players Anthem, Junior Mafia. Okay. Grab your dicks if you love hip hop. Players, rub your titties if you love hip hop. Gotcha. Off and on the words I say because this type of shit happens every day. Now, who smokes more blunts than a little bit? What is you an idiot? Come on now, y'all know I know the old school rap. I never forget. My best friends that stayed across the street, we was in the 7th and 8th grade. They had an auntie named Niecy. And Niecy used to drive a box Chevy with all the banging speakers in the back. And she would drop us off to school in the morning banging this. And I remember being in the back of her car feeling like I shouldn't be listening to music like this because my family don't let me listen to music like this. And you got us cussing at 7 o'clock in the morning on the way to school. But hey, that's my shit. Players Rubber Dub in the back of the club. Show enough. I love it. And all y'all saying Little Kim should have stayed looking like that. That is not the story that we doing. Shouts out to him. Oh, we did have a political corner. I'm sorry. This Cavet Riesling wine is getting the best of me. In our political corner, really quickly, I want to play this for y'all.
Black people in Mississippi had to pay $2 to vote. The white folks didn't pay nothing.
In what year? What year was that?
That was 1960.
1960. And what are you about to do today?
I'm about to vote free. I got victory in my feet.
Yes, Lord. I know that. Let me see what victory in the feet looks like. That's the victory in the feet.
Baby, we can't forget. We can never forget. And when them people try to play in our face and be like, let it go. It was so long ago. It was so long ago. That was in the past. No, actually, it wasn't. It wasn't in the past. It was not in the past. If I can go round to somebody's house and present day still eat their food who experienced that, that was not in the past. We can go around her house and eat right now. That's not in the past, baby. That's very much in the present. That is very much in the present. And mind you, $2. Let's talk about voter intimidation and voter discrimination and so on and so forth. And here is what I want to point out to a lot of people. And I know I'm wasting my breath on those blacks that are so keen about being on the other side. $2 in 1960 was a lot of money. So they made the poll tax so large that it would deter blacks from voting. And why would they not want a collective of blacks to vote? Because it would move and shift the power dynamic, and nothing has changed. And the only sad thing about it now is that back then, you couldn't get us to go sit at the same table with our enemy. And now, we just so happy to go be over there with them. Y'all, baby, y'all so happy to go sit over there with them racists. Y'all, and this ain't about what Kamala did to black men, and this ain't about the Democratic Party and how the Democratic Party was no better. Thank you for the person who did the math for me. $2 in 1960 was $21.30. Which, you know, that'll sway some people. Not every family had $21.30 to spare. When you start talking about what $20.31 could have got you in the 60s, and when you talk, when you talk about what a person could have did with that, and when you talk about women didn't work and the man worked, and so that would be 42, that would be 4260 out of one household just to vote. That's enough to deter anybody from voting. They did it then, and they're still doing it now. Listen, if I can encourage you guys to do anything, I would encourage you to early vote in your state. Please early vote. And the only reason why I'm pushing early voting above all else is safety. I legitimately just don't trust these people. And my spirit and my suspicion tells me that there is going to be a lot of funny business going on at the polls on voting day. And I just think to circumvent a lot of that, y'all need to early vote. And if y'all have older people in y'all family like this woman is, please make sure that they go and early vote. That way we don't run into them standing in line and can't use the bathroom, standing in line for hours, overheating and not having any water, not having transportation, and all the things that come along with voting. Please, 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 please go and early vote if at all possible. Early vote, early vote, early vote. Second thing I want to bring up in our political corner, guys. So it has been found that a social media account that's been posing as a black patriot behind viral 2024 election lies exposed as a white New York man. So I'm going to give y'all a litmus test. The moment you are on social media and you hear somebody say something contrary to what the black collective is saying as a unit, and they end it with, and I'm a black woman, or and I'm a black man, I can assure you they're not black. I can assure you. I've seen so many people argue, oh, I'm black and I'm doing X, Y, Z. Da, 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 and this is coming from a black man. Just pause for a moment. Y'all need to stop and ask yourself, why is it so prudent to these trolls to present themselves as a black person? Why can't you just spew your position, your hateful rhetoric, white? Why does it mean so much to so many of them to put that extra layer on it and say, because I'm black? And then once those of us who are smart enough to answer that questions for ourselves, whatever that answer is, will also reveal to you how powerful we are and how aware of it that they are. You don't never see black people going around stating their position and then saying and masquerading as a white person. Oh, and by the way, I am a white woman from Cincinnati. You don't never see black people you don't never see people of any other race or culture really going around saying anything and then being like, oh, and by the way, I'm white. There is a reason, guys, that they, not all, but some, they are so fixated on getting the attention of blacks, suppressing the vote of blacks, swaying the vote of blacks, intimidating blacks, imitating blacks, disenfranchising blacks, dismantling black collectives and units. There is a reason, guys. And I think one of the biggest things that that hurts me is that other people, although they may not value us, they recognize and understand our value greater than we do. Goddamn, somebody. Ain't that something? Ain't it something when the person and the people that hate you understand and recognize your value more than you do? And that's a conversation that we will table until after the election. They know our value more than we do. Ain't that sad? I think we might be the only group of people that other people recognize our value more than we do. And I'm having an internal cry right now because it's hitting me as I'm talking to you guys, how, especially as African Americans, we navigate the world and we honestly have no idea who we are and we have no idea of our worth. It's not our fault. I'm not going to stay on this topic too long and I'm not going to beat us up about it because there was a travesty that happened to us on U.S. soil that did not happen to another group of people that left us in this situation. But think about it. African Americans in America, we are legitimately the only group of people, we don't know who we are. We don't know who we are. We don't know where we come from. We don't. We don't know what our religion was. We don't know what we used to eat. We don't know what our spiritual and religious practices were. We don't know our cultural practices. We don't know what clothes that our people wear. We don't know. We don't have a true group identity in the United States of America. We don't know. And that is why it is so easy for other people to tell us who we are and what we should be about. You know, which is unfortunate. I'm going to keep it light. I guess this edible is starting to kick in because I'm starting to get into my feelings. But it's the God honest truth. And they say we are Americans. Yeah, that ain't worth shit. That ain't really worth shit, dandelion bees. That ain't really worth shit. Our history don't start with America. And other groups of people who come here, other groups of people who come here, although they may identify as American, they on holidays can say, you know, here is the dish of my people. Here is what my people eat. Here is how my people back in Italy dress. Here is how my people back in whatever do. Here is the hymn that me and my people used to sing. This is what we do where we're from when babies are born. This is the custom that we do when people get married. We don't have that. Ours starts and stops at slavery. So when you say we're American, yeah, I don't want that. I reject that, not by choice, by circumstance. We're here, so we have to make the best of it. But no, my 23andMe DNA thing said I'm 48% Nigerian. And then it broke down the rest of who I am from various other parts of Africa or whatever. And so it's just fascinating for me to imagine and explore what it would have been like if I would have grown up more in tune with my Nigerian ancestry. Curious. I'm not gonna send the show in that direction, but that gives y'all something to think about when y'all get on y'all edible and y'all have y'all liquor. But anyway, they trace back this conspiracy theory account, and lo and behold, The man has been revealed to be Jason G. Palmer, a white businessman from upstate New York with a history of financial troubles. The Black Insurrectionist account amassed over 300,000 followers on Twitter, posting sensational and often false claims about Democratic candidates, including Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. And again, y'all have got to ask yourself, why are they so pressed about posing as Black so they can infiltrate our spaces and so they can disenfranchise us? Moving the hell along. So the people wanted me to talk about Lil Durk. I'm gonna be very honest with y'all, and I'm gonna keep it brief. I don't know who that is. And then as I started digging, they started saying that he is under investigation or being charged right now federally for taking out a hit on Quando Rondo, if I'm saying that right. And then apparently Quando Rondo is involved in the killing of King Von. And to be very honest with y'all, I don't know who any of those people are. So I am going to take the conversation off of Little Durk and make the conversation a broader conversation that we have had about our boys belonging to the street. It's Friday. I'm just gonna move on, child. Quando Rondo, you that let your mammy deal with it. Let your mammy deal with Quando Rondo. And brighter news, guys, and she kept this one a secret. Black Chyna, Angela White, formerly known as Black Chyna, y'all, is joining the cast of Love and Hip Hop Miami. When I saw the trailer, I was shocked as all hell. I was shocked as all hell to see that Black Chyna was on Love and Hip Hop Miami. And a lot of fans were displeased with this. They were like, this show does not seem to be consistent with who you are and the lady that you're becoming. Now, follow me here, guys. When we did the Brittany Renner story and we was talking about, is her and all this Muslim stuff she doing, is it for real or is it fake? I will say this, Black Chyna has been on her journey long enough that we can get a little comfortable in saying she has made progress on her spiritual journey. There still is a small part of me / us that also says Black Chyna is one of the originators of living her life out loud on social media and monetizing that life, that there is a small chance that this whole spiritual journey stuff could be a bunch of BS. But I will say this, I think that Black Chyna, despite the fact that I think it's a step backwards for her as well, I also think that it provides balance. And we always talk about love and hip hop and it's absent of balance, so on and so forth. It needs balance. Now, I say this without shade. We are not going to pretend like Black Chyna has a talent that is marketable on the open entertainment market. We don't. She's only of use at this point, since she's no longer having sex with rappers, athletes, and entertainers in exchange for lifestyle. Since she's not doing that and she's acknowledged that her baby daddies do not pay child support, the only other entertainment vessel left for this lady to maintain some semblance of the lifestyle that she's built for herself is reality TV. That is the only thing that is going to pay her enough to maintain. So I'm not mad at mama for doing what it is she got to do in order to eat. But this does look a little confusing for all of us. And so somebody said, damn, Rob ain't paying child support. No, but let me clear this up. Her children are not deadbeats. She said in her interview with Jason Lee that they're not on child support because they're good dads and they pay what it is they need to pay. But in short, she's not getting money to fund her lifestyle from her baby daddy like some of the other baby mamas out there. So I want to do this one story, and I'm gonna bring on our guest. I made mention to y'all the other day, and I'm glad that I wasn't speaking out of turn when I said it, so now y'all can hear it directly from Dr. Heavenly's mouth as it relates to why she stopped doing Messy Mondays.
Now, we've heard, well, I used to watch you and Carlos on the Messy Mondays.
Carlos, love Carlos.
I used
Love
to
him.
love seeing you guys on there.
Love him.
And a lot of people wondered, were wondering what happened. And we've heard from him saying that you guys are okay as far as your relationship.
I love Carlos so much. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, and I don't know if I should, but I'm gonna say it. Them people crazy over there on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Them motherfuckers was calling my office. You know what I'm saying? Threatening me, and I was like, I ain't getting paid for all of this. I'm just saying, y'all know the fan. Y'all know them people crazy. Y'all know them people is off the chain. And I was like, this ain't worth it. You call them off. They don't even really call. You know what I'm saying? With Married to Medicine, and that's the show I'm on. I get paid very well to be on the show. But them people, I don't know what's up with them people in Huntsville. I love everybody. I love y'all Huntsville people and the millimeters. I love y'all. But don't call my damn office. That's why I don't. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't worth it. And then we were just playing.
Well, there y'all have it from the horse's mouth. There y'all have it. And so do y'all remember when I stopped reviewing Love and Marriage Huntsville? I had stopped doing it solely because of the fans. I was like, you know what? For some reason, Love and Marriage Huntsville, it just got too deep with the fans. But I'm going to tell you why. I had a conversation with a lot of people, and I am going to tell you why I think Love and Marriage Huntsville's got more toxic, more deep, and impacted people more emotionally than any other reality TV show. Follow me here. I think the reason why people were so emotionally charged by Love and Marriage Huntsville, and even to this day, is because the characters on Love and Marriage Huntsville, even this many seasons in, they actually feel like real people. They feel like real working class people that I can touch, taste, and feel. They were going through real people problems. And it was the absence of wealth and material items that really, really, really made the Love and Marriage Huntsville cast feel like people we really know. See, oftentimes or not, yeah, we get involved with, like, let's just use Lisa Vanderpump and Kyle and all of them. But at the very end of the day, we're like, child, them is rich ass people. We'll never be like them. We'll never have what they have. And we were able to just look at that like entertainment. But the Love and Marriage Huntsville people, a lot of us, we got so enthralled in it because it felt like us. It felt like us, honestly and truthfully. This is no shade. This is no shade. The Love and Marriage Huntsville people, they are not living any, I'm not going to lie, they are living a little better than the average person. But when we first met them, they were not living any better or worse than the average Black person that got a decent job, okay? They were not living any better or worse. And so they felt attainable. They felt touchable. They felt within reach. They felt like somebody we know. And I have come to realize, and ladies, y'all can help me on this or not help me. I have come to realize that a lot of the ladies gravitated to a lot of the storylines on Love and Marriage Huntsville because a lot of y'all were going through what they were going through. Whether you were Tisha, whether you were Kimmy, and unfortunately, and I say this with no malice or no shade, but it is definitely sickening how many of y'all can relate to Melody. It is sickening how many of y'all can relate to Melody. And that is why the people who rock with Melody, not all, but a faction of them, that's why they ride so hard, because she represents their pain and their misery, and she is the queen of their situation. And that's why they rock with her. And a lot of them are sitting back hoping to have a Melody Cherie Rogers outcome. And that's why she's their queen. You're absolutely right. The person that said that's called trauma bonding, the confident, Tiff confident, not cocky. They trauma bonded down to the ground with Melody. Trauma bonded down to the dog on ground, honey. But y'all, I'm gonna bring somebody to the stage now. In marginalized communities, many young girls face low self-esteem, limited access to wellness resources, care, and the juvenile systems. Born Worthy addresses these challenges. The organization sells empowerment through their apparel and extends its impact with wellness workshops and paid internships, training girls to become community wellness coaches. And see, we need a lot of that so y'all girls don't become Melody Cherie Rogerses and all these different things. So I want to bring to you the stage Ayana, who is coming here to represent I Am Born Worthy. Miss Ayana, take me off of mute and tell these people why the hell you is up in our face and on our line on this Friday. Welcome to the show, my love. How are you?
I'm wonderful. How you doing?
I am doing so good. Sorry about the mix-up yesterday, child. I don't know what happened, but because of you, Funky Bunch, y'all need to be thanking her, because if it wasn't for her, we wouldn't be doing no show today. Ayana, tell the people a little bit about who you are and what it is you got going on, girl.
Okay. So I got the idea for Born Worthy because I wanted to help the girls in my community that were being overlooked. The girls needed resources, they needed support, they needed guidance. But instead of the community coming together to find solutions, nothing was being done about it. And I wanted to make sure that the girls had something. So, as you said, my name is Ayana. I'm the founder and CEO of Born Worthy, period. And we are a social impact brand on a mission to uplift our communities by reminding people of their inherent worth. We do this by selling affirming apparel. We have educational workshops, wellness workshops, and then our youth lead social justice work that is grounded in health and wellness for Black women and Black girls.
You know what? I didn't mean to cut you off. I love all of that. Keep going, girl.
Okay. A portion of our proceeds goes directly to fund the programs that the girls do. And we just recycle those dollars and put the money right back into our girls. So it's not just about selling apparel, it's about transforming lives, and the impact is trickling down. So it's a ripple effect. And we have been doing an amazing job with that. People always ask me why girls, right? So let me give y'all a little bit of back history. So for the people that's in the chat, we sell apparel. So you say, what's she selling? What's she selling? We sell apparel, we sell accessories, we sell wellness workshops, we sell hope to our people, okay? So I spent 11 years in law enforcement with the police, okay? And in my tenure there, I was assigned to the juvenile unit in New Jersey. I'm in Trenton. We have a youth section. I don't know how other municipalities work, but here we have a youth section where all the juveniles come in and get processed. If you have an issue with your kids, you can come up there and ask for help. That's where we just deal with all young people.
Really quickly, if your kid's being bad, you can come up there and be like, "This MF for bad. Can y'all help me?"
You can bring them up there. You can bring them up there and say, "I'm somebody got to do something because I'm about to go off."
Does that work? Is it like that in every county? And I'm asking because I got a friend that's currently going through that right now in Atlanta. Is that like that in most police departments, that you can bring your kids up there and be like, they ain't doing right?
You know what? I don't know, because there were other places I went to in New Jersey who didn't have like an actual unit. Okay. So we kind of privileged here in Trenton to actually have a juvenile unit where we have those resources for the community. So I don't know how other states work, but I
Gotcha.
know here we got a whole unit exclusively just for
Well, if you in Trenton and your children acting up and you don't know what to do with their ass and you about to knock their ass over the head with a hammer and you don't want to go to jail, take their ass up there to the youth unit and tell them they need to be scared straight. Go ahead, girl.
Don't go to jail. Don't go to jail. So when I first started in law enforcement, there was a bunch of boys on my case. So I would say it was about 60-40, right? And in 6-7 years, the girls started coming in. They started coming in for more serious offenses. Normally, they would just be in there because they running away from home or, just doing little catty girl stuff. But when I left, it was 60-40. It was more girls than it was boys. And so all this time that we saw this increase of girls, nothing was being done about it. Unfortunately, I got an accident going to check on a missing juvenile, which was a female. I didn't go back, but the kids that I was working closely with, they didn't have anything. So when I left, there went their monitoring, there went their support as they had to navigate through the different systems. Kids within the child welfare system, foster care system. We had kids trying to prevent them from being incarcerated. So that support that they had left when I left. And so I had to go get my girls, and that's what I did. I couldn't leave the girls by themselves. I knew what they were facing. I knew how hard it was for them to even have me helping them navigate. I knew how traumatic that system was. I knew how devaluing it was to them, and I knew how it stripped them of their worth. And all I could think about was how they gonna make it. They're not gonna make it. And so within like 2 weeks, they were spiraling downhill, getting kicked out of school, flipping desk over. Like, it was really bad. So I went back and got the girls. And I wanted to do something nice for them, something to kind of shock the community to see them in different light. And that's when Born Worthy came about. I had a photo shoot with them. They had Born Worthy. If y'all go on the website, you will see the girls with their hair tied up. I did that intentionally because I wanted y'all to see these black faces of these black girls. I wanted you to see them. And so they had the shirt with the Born Worthy with the period, and people wanted to buy them. They were like, "Oh, can we get a shirt? Can we get it?" I'm like, "No, it's just for girls. Like, I don't want y'all. This for them." But then I said, well, how I'm gonna help them if I ain't got no money to help them? So so I sold the shirts. We sold them shirts. A friend of mine printed them up for me, and we just kept selling them. And we just took the money to pour back into the girls and make sure that they had the things that they needed, so that they could even put themselves in a position to compete in society. Some of them they didn't have birth certificates, they didn't have IDs, because you in the system, you bounce around a lot. You leave something at your aunt's house. Next week, you're going to stay with your cousin. The next week. So they were losing things along the way. So the funds was able to support their well-being. And that is why Born Worthy has a mission and grounded in health and wellness and well-being. And that is why we will always contribute our proceeds to girls so that they have something. I know it's nothing. 2% of charitable funding goes to girls. That's it. 2%. Wow. So, girls are just, they don't got no stick.
They get overlooked.
The sour end of the stick. They don't even get a stick. And then when you start talking about black girls and hood girls and girls that got charges and just the stigma of having being attached to a system, they don't get nothing. So I wanted to make sure that they had something so they could see themselves, see how valuable that they are, they can contribute to society. And my girls, they good. Some of them went on to school. Some of them are mothers now. Ain't nobody getting no more charges. They stayed out of things. They stayed on the straight and narrow, and they're leading work in the community. They're leading social justice work around wellness. And so we're teaching them about all of the dimensions of wellness that we don't teach our girls. We don't nurture them. After a certain age, it's like, girl, just don't come back. Don't bring no kids in here. Right. And that's it. But we don't teach them how to take care of themselves. We think that they're watching, which they might be watching, but you got to sit down and like, girl, you got to do this. When your body is feeling this way, do this, or this. When you go out these are some of the things that you do. And I just think that it may not be intentional, but we just don't give our girls enough of what attention they need to be thriving. So,
Funky Bunch, we are primarily comprised of Black women. And I'm just gonna say this, if you were a troubled youth, I think that this is something that you should donate to, or just if you care. Everybody in the chat right now is saying her website is so nice. And because the proceeds goes to help the girls. I want to challenge y'all to say this. Go on and find some apparel. But if you don't even want this shit, it don't even matter. Buy the cheapest damn t-shirt. Buy the cheapest t-shirt or something on there just so the organization can have the funds. I'm a firm believer because I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't got it in me sometimes to be doing grassroots work
It's
out there with
hard.
these rude ass little children. But if
It's
I'm
tough.
not gonna do the work, at least I can do is provide the funding for the people like Ayana and I Am Born Worthy who are out there going to do the work. So Funky Bunch, y'all already know how we roll over here. We like to run up a bitch register, okay?
Right up.
We like
Right
to
up.
run up a bitch register. So let's go on over there to I Am Born Worthy. Website's down there at the bottom, and let's run up her register. Ayana, is there any the people saying Beyonce about to come on, girl? So we got to get off. So is there anything you want to say to the people before we get up out of here?
I just want to say, just find it in your heart to go and support. We're all born with worth and with value. You was talking about how we don't know who we are and all these things early. All of that stuff stems not knowing and not being in alignment. All of that stuff affects your worth and your value and how you see yourself, your relationships, and what you decide to go after and what you don't decide to go after, how much you let people pay you and all these other things. It stems from your value and how you see yourself. So it's 4,000 of y'all in this chat. Go on there, buy something for your mother, your grandparents. I'm pretty sure nobody ever told them that they were worthy. They didn't even have the time to sit down and just be still and hear somebody pour into them. Get something for your class, your students. Buy something. Get something for yourselves. Empower somebody. Make somebody feel good tomorrow. So,
Ayana, I love you so much for this. And
let me give y'all a code. Let me give y'all.
Oh yeah, give us a promo. And here's the thing too. I also want you to stay in contact with Michelle B because we're doing some stuff around Christmas with underprivileged children. And then I would love, while I'm working on securing donations and funding and stuff, if I can find a way maybe to funnel some of that stuff your way, because I really do like what you've got going on, and larger than what you've got going on. I love your reason for doing it and the passion behind it. What caused you to jump to this thing? I really feel a genuine energy from you when you're talking about this. And it is, it's so funny now that I think about it. When we start talking about the troubled youth, especially within the Black community, more times than not, we're always talking about the boys.
All the time.
And we never talk about the girls. The girls get overlooked, and somehow or another, we just expect our girls to just get it and figure it out while we focus on the boys. Give me the promo code, Ayana.
So the promo code is Funky22 and it's 20% off. Funky22, 20% off. So y'all go and shop for the girls.
Yes.
Y'all go support the girls. They're scheduled to go to Colorado in 2025. We went to. I was laughing the other night when you was talking about Colorado and Utah.
You're saying there wasn't no Black people there.
We went to Utah. The girls went to Utah last year to present their social justice project, which is hilarious.
Oh wow!
Yes, they did. And then next year they're going to Colorado. They done presented their project at a state leadership conference for girls. So we building these girls up. We taking them from down and we building them up, and they're pouring their self back into the community, leading things for their peers, and it's a great work that's being done, and we just want everybody to feel worthy and know that they are deserving, and everybody on here, y'all just go support.
Just support. Ayana, thank you so much, and I look forward to checking in with you a little later on down the road, my love.
All right, thank you.
All righty, you have a good night.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Y'all go ahead and support the girls. And you know what? I'm finna go ahead and support my stomach and everything else that was finna go on. I only had one more story on the line, and it was about that ugly ass white man that was sex trafficking the people over there at Abercrombie and Fitch. But I don't even feel like getting into that. So with that being said, y'all, it's 8:44. I'm finna get in here and find out what channel. We talked about Lil Durk at the top of the show. YouTube ABC Live. We can watch you because it's on YouTube ABC Live. Okay. I'm finna go in here and find out. That wasn't me who farted, baby. I don't got my booty together. That wasn't me who farted. Also, Legra told me to tell y'all, We have 253 people who are cha-cha sliding with us on the cruise. Okay, but Legra said that there is a disparity between the people who paid for the cruise and those who paid for the experience. If you want to get into the special beach party, the cocktail hours, and all the separate things that we are doing that is unique to the Funky Bunch, you have to also pay for the experience. So y'all, please click the link in my bio on Instagram and go on there, click the Funky Bunch Cruise link, pay for the cruise, those of y'all that want to go, and also pay for the experience so you can unlock all the magic that is me and be in all the different spaces that I will be in and that we have carved out specifically for the Funky Bunch along the trip. Also, down to the bar Houston. Let me check in. Down to the bar Houston. Houston, I'm going to have to start doing more events in Houston because y'all showed out. All right. So just for the record, Houston, there were only 100 VIP tickets, and y'all have bought 67 of them already. Y'all have bought 67 of the VIP tickets left, which means that there are 33 VIP tickets left. VIP lets you into the 1.5/2 hour reception with just me and y'all. Y'all can ask me anything. Y'all can slap 5. We're going to have fun and chill. And then after we eat, get full, and talk about all the broke holes, then we're going to open the door and walk out there with the general admin girls and wave and stand on our pedestal. And we're going to look down at their ass while they standing, and we eating caviar and lamb chops over to the side. 253 people have signed up for the cruise, Sharonda Thompson. Nevertheless, I'm just joking, guys. Everybody is VIP at a Funky Dineva event, but VIP tickets do get you the private reception with me. Outside of that, your experience will be the same as everybody else in Gen Pop. There will be seating for the general population people, but it will be as is seating, and it will be limited seating versus the people in VIP. You had a guarantee, you get the reception, you got a guaranteed seat, gift boxes, gift bags, swag bags, and anything else that comes along with it. VIP tickets are $99 and general admission tickets are $50. So that's all I have. Ain't got no more. And I'm about to go ahead and season up this meeting. We finna get ready to guala with Kamala. And I'll call y'all hoes later. Happy weekend. Bye.